right, welcome everybody. We are with the Real Podcast Talk. My name and co-host is Daniel Williams, co-host with Jeff Packard. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good,
It's
good.
it's yeah, it's nice
So,
down here. I'm in Marana and it's pouring, so a little different. That's why it's so dark in my office.
okay, so it's pouring down in your part of Arizona, huh?
Southern Arizona. Yep.
I guess it's coming up this way today. They say we're gonna have a lot of rain where we are today, also. So
Yeah. We need it, so I'll take it.
there you go. All right, so today's podcast, we're going to talk pretty much about everything that transpired last week's podcast and what we did to change some of the negatives or advance or move into the positive light. So, kind of let me ask you this, Jeff. What transpired with you this week that was different from last week?
Uh Nothing. Um I've been consistent going out there. In fact, yesterday I went out twice. I use the Strides app. It's a habit tracker,
Okay.
and like okay, last week I only missed Sunday going out. I didn't go out on Sunday. When I
Okay.
say I go out and knock on people's doors. So, and I use Redfin. Um, my system is I use Redfin to go locate the people that had just moved in within the last year and introduce myself. And um, yesterday, uh, my first goal is to get an appointment. My second goal is to add them to my list. And I added two people to my list, but I got one appointment. And
Good.
the lady said to me, she's like, "Why my house?" And I said, "Well," I go, "Well, here's my philosophy." I said, "If the person next door that's been here for about 20 years and they don't have solar on their house now, they're probably not going to have it, next month on their house. But the person that just moved in, they have certain projects they want to, look into or get done. And solar might be one of them. I don't know. But at least you have a contact now." She's like, "That makes sense." I go, "Yeah, it kind of does." So,
That's a good close.
yeah.
That is a good close.
So she
So,
goes, "Okay, I'd be interested in getting an estimate." I said, "All right."
that's good. So, what else has been going on besides your activities every day, prior to Sunday, not doing Sunday, which everybody understands, but
I
what
also
other
been, uh,
activities?
I also been running
Okay.
every day, and I have a home gym in my garage. So I missed. Oh, hold on. Let's see here. I'll tell you. I did it all. I only missed the 30th, and then I've done every day, and I run about 2 miles. So
2 miles a day. Good for you. Good for you.
yeah. So
So, how's everything else in the solar business where you are with your partners and your company?
great. Things are kick. I mean, but it's all you got to. I mean, you got to win the win the day. You can't. Yeah, I don't know how will happen tomorrow. All I can do is what I can do today, and all I can do is I went running before it started pouring out. I didn't know it was going to pour out, but I knew that I had to, that's what I had to do. That's what I chose to do, I guess. But and and then I know like hopefully the rain lets up. Now I wrote this in our team Discord. It's our sales community. If anybody's listening, if they want a sales position, call me. Little plug there. I put days like this. I said, "Let the rain cometh." I said, "Days like this, I used to rejoice if it rained. It meant that I didn't have to go out." Then when it got too hot, I said, "It's too hot. I'll wait till tomorrow." Tomorrow never came. Then I said, I can simply work on Saturdays. That's when people are home. I'll go out then. You can see how this thinking will screw with your dreams and aspirations, and all you have to do is win today.
That's good. That's good thoughts. That's nice.
That's why I do podcast.
There you go. There you go to share that info. So share with everybody where they can go if they're looking for a new position or a sales position. Where can they go?
Just call me. How about they just give me a ring?
Okay. And what's the name of your company?
People's Power. We're an authorized dealer of Freedom Forever.
Okay. Freedom Forever.
But they can call me or they can send me an email, jeff.packard@peoplespower.solar, not .com, .solar.
All right. So we'll make sure to put that in the link below when we post this, and it goes on to all the social platforms. We'll make sure to put your link in there so they can call you directly. So if anybody's watching, I hope everybody is. You know somebody or looking to change maybe what you're doing. Maybe you want to get into the solar business. Give Jeff a follow-up call and tell him you've seen him on the podcast. So
thank you, buddy.
You're welcome. Hey, that's what we're here for. So a little bit, kind of what we talked about last week, Jeff, with me. I'll share with you. You told myself and some of the viewers that needed to go door knock, just like you were doing. Go out there and talk to some businesses. I did that. Never have an issue doing that. Always did it when I was out in the field. Not so much when I'm more in the home base office, to actually go around the little office that we have during our home base. So I did that. And a matter of fact, I was not paying attention to some of my business cards and I ran out. So I had to reorder a new set of business cards. I hit 25 businesses. I did not get one call back yet, but I made 25 contacts and talked to 25 people. And up and beyond doing that, just on the door knocking aspect or business knocking aspect, I did a little bit of more social media, reached out to some people on my LinkedIn and Instagram. I did get a new client that has seen some of my stuff, not a lot of my stuff, but seen some of my stuff. And they are in the UK. So that's going to be interesting. Once again, working with people overseas. So I have that new client. And I kind of changed some things in my business background, if that makes sense, or my business portfolio. We are having a new look to our programs. One thing that I did know is I'm not charging enough. So in the beginning of the year, our prices for coaching and some of what we call our follow along programs and follow through programs, we are going to be increasing the investment on that. So I'm excited about that. What else happened with us this week? Updated the website. If you want to get my free ebook, you can go to CoachDanniel.com and click on the link and you will get a free ebook in your email. And we are starting a new type of funnel system that will help attract clients and get people that have never worked with us before on our pages and kind of go through that process. So it's been somewhat busy for me on that aspect, along with picking up a new coaching client. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I'm glad that you're out there in the marketplace. I think that's important. I think that you'll learn and grow as a person.
Definitely.
And find out what their challenges are and maybe tailor something completely different than what you're thinking about right now.
Definitely. I think a lot of things change rapidly and we forget, or we are just kind of complacent on what we've always done or doing. And we kind of fall back into that system. So I'm pretty excited about that. So kind of share with me, I know that you and I talk a lot off air, but I'm going to kind of hold you to the fire a little bit. I know when we started our podcast, you said that you were going to start a podcast with some of your partners. Have you started that podcast process yet with your partners?
No, I gave him the idea. Haven't done that yet. It's on my to-do list actually. So
So, what is there to do for you on your to do list for that?
nothing. I just got to sign up and make the first, schedule the first um, call. It's not a, it's easy, no problem.
So let's
Right.
hold you to the fire. Today is a Tuesday. Let's hold you to the fire that at least you schedule your first podcast or get everything rolling within the next 7 days.
Sure. Okay.
And I've been working on our end of the podcast and getting things set up. So if you need some information on some of the back end things that we're doing, any of those things, let me know. I can shoot you over an email, or we can have a conversation to where it can just get done pretty quickly. It may seem hard in the beginning because you're not used to it, but then once you do it, it becomes second nature and it's very easy to get it going. I think part of the challenge is dedicating yourself to do it every single week and coming up with topics, coming up with
Right.
ideas that people will like and what's happening in the workplace for you and your partners. I hope you have a few different partners. I hope they're in different parts of the country to where um, you can share.
They're
No,
not.
they're all in Arizona.
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe you guys can share what's happening. I know that you talk a lot to your partners off air, but I hope that you can share a lot with your partners on air to what's happening. Why should people be getting solar? What you're going through in the solar business and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll be excited to listen to that. So hopefully by the end of next week, and we'll check back in with you that you have that process going. You're smiling at me. I think you're a little bit hesitant, but you need to do it kind of like you and I said, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then we just got to do it. So
Yeah.
that's the hard thing. So I'm excited. So what else is going on? How are the kids?
Kids are good.
Good.
Yeah.
I see that
Kids are
your
good.
mom had a birthday.
She did. Yeah.
That was fun. I seen some pictures on social media with you hanging out with the family and doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Still waiting on your personal pictures on social media.
Yeah, definitely waiting on that.
Yeah.
You
People
you
by
haven't
people.
you haven't seen any of them?
No, I haven't.
Nah, come on,
Has
Kev.
anybody?
In the last week, no, I didn't take any personal pictures in the last week, but I know
I haven't. Yeah.
there's some videos of the games that I went to last season for the Phoenix Suns.
Any personal pictures?
Yeah, I took
Really?
pictures.
Okay.
Yeah,
I always give Dan a hard time because I think, personally, I think you got to mix your business post in with personal posts because they'll remember that your dog is sick, or Hunter scored the winning shot, or Mason came in first, like more than a quote or a business strategy. It's nice to have that, but I think people really see that you're a real person. uh, you know Give you an example. My dad is creating a postcard that goes, he lives in Wickenburg Ranch. It's a master plan community. It's about 3,500 homes in there. And he's sending out a postcard to everybody in there. And he has his personal testimonial in there, but he also has a picture of him and my mom on one of the greens. And my eyes always gravitate towards the personal picture first, not some some quote from Andrew Carnegie or Ford. It's more like, it has a personal testimonial from them. I might read, but I see their picture first. And people always say, look at that first. So I think every single time after, I meet someone on the door too, they always get a nice to meet you postcard with my picture on it. And, because people buy people first, product second.
cool. So I know that you're on me about more being more social on social media, if that's the
Well, I mean,
correct.
look at Patrick Bet David's post that just came up. He had 6.2K likes on it, and it's him in his boat with him son driving the boat. That's cool. And and then he put some like thing about what he learned from his dad, but he had a personal picture in there. But all you gravitate towards is, man, that's cool, you
Hmm.
know. So
So I'll be working on that over the next couple months because I know we're going to get into holiday season here coming up. So I will definitely make an effort to show more of the personal side than just the business side. So I'd like to let everybody know that when you see our podcast or you see little videos on whether it's Facegram or Instagram or Facebook and Instagram and all of those other things, I'll put our email address in there. And I want everybody to grab our email address and kind of share with us what you'd like us to talk about over the next couple months and some topics that you might be having issues with or concerns with, or say, hey, I need an expert advice in this particular area, whether it's social media. And if it's not one of us that can help you with that, we have resources that will gravitate towards and make some phone calls and help with those comments, questions, or concerns. I think that's pretty important going into the last part of the year and then following through to the new year, which I think a lot of people will kind of just push off pretty soon to, I'll figure that out later. I'll figure that out later. And later never comes, or later is always too late. So I'll make sure to do some of those things and put those into descriptions. So when people want to contact us, they know how. Up and beyond, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, we have our email address, our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube, and the Twitter feed that we have out there. So you guys can always contact us that way. So um, let me ask you something, Jeff. What would you like to discuss or work on over the next month or two that we can share that's kind of been happening with you and your business that maybe some of our listeners will get a great value out of?
I would say growing our team, and there's a really good book called The Consistency Chain. I think it should be must reading for all salespeople. But it talks about, you know, most people are 80 percenters, and we're all 80 percenters in something, whether it be exercise, reading the Bible, whatever it is. Um, but the 20%, like, how do I, you know, I know what to do. I can tell someone what to do, but if they don't do it, what can I do? And the answer is not much. Um, uh, but you got to make something really simple for them to do. Like, I'll give you an example. When we were building send out cards, um, why couldn't you be on stage and talk and share your story? Why couldn't you sign up 100 reps? And and the hardest part is people see the money, whether it be solar um, or network marketing, and the person like me would entice people, say, hey, listen, I'm working part-time and I'm making X, but the truth is I'm working consistently every single day, and that's something that you're not willing to do, or you're not gonna do. You see the money, you like the money, but you're not going to get the money. Um, but if it's as simple as, like for you, for instance, you could go out today and not knock on 25 business doors, but you could go out and meet one. You could go out to one business today in the rain, make a connection, and that's something you could do. Something else that they could do is you could go out and talk to one homeowner. Now, you might have to knock on a couple doors to get someone to open the door, but you can do one homeowner a day. Now, if you did that, or if you went out to one business, let's say 6 days a week, or if you're feeling ambitious, seven. Phoenix is usually open during the car dealerships are open up there. Down here, they're not. But you could go to one person or business a day, or one homeowner a day, or one gift account a day. Gift account means a presentation in that company I was working with. one a day, just one, not 10, not 20, one. You would have 300, say, you'd have, let's just say if you did it every day, which you wouldn't, but you would skip Sunday probably, but 360, you'd have 365 new names. If you did a good job and a decent job, if you're just, and you put them in some kind of CRM, there's a lot of CRMs.
Mm-hmm.
I use Nimble, um, and, and stay in touch with them periodically over the years. I mean, I'll give you an example. One person that just signed up, I've been following up for 6 years. And, you know, I know that someone, if I knock on someone's door today, they might not be ready tomorrow, but they'll go in my database and I'll send them things of value over the course of time. And if they do go, or they do go solar, I have a good chance of me presenting to them. But I would have no chance if I didn't do anything. Or, you see that, I'm just giving you an example. This is not true. So Jeff made $50,000 this month. So, oh God, I want to be like Jeff. I want $50,000 a month. No, you don't. You don't.
Well, I think they do. They don't realize the
You
effort that it
don't.
takes.
But if I were to teach them, it's just as simple as going into one business owner. Hello, my name is Danniel. I live in the area. I have a coaching program. I do not know if it's for you or not, but I wanted to at least say hello, introduce myself in case you do want some training. We can talk about it. Okay, no problem. Well, do you have a business card? Yeah, here's my business card. Bam, put them in my CRM, send them a thank you note in the mail. I'm the 1% that do it. Takes 2 seconds to do it. Send them a nice to meet you email, and then maybe next month send them something of value. Hey, here's a good resource for you on this if you need anything. So, but I think if I could, I guess the biggest thing is knowing what you want,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people don't know what they want, and that's okay. And you can try many different things in your lifetime, but you can keep on. But as long as you're consistent with something, you'll have success, whether it be working out, reading, uh, not adding, talking to a new contact. So that would be my biggest thing right now, is finding people like that. And there's no salary. I don't provide leads. You have to self-generate your own leads. So I'm looking for someone that's hungry. I mean, I'll give you an example. The reason why I got into solar is because I owe the IRS a bunch of money, and how they charge on the money that you owe them is 1%. I think it's 1% a day, and it adds up quickly. And so I had to make some. That's the reason why I got into solar in the beginning. I had to pay off the IRS, and then all of a sudden I was able to pay off the IRS. I had. I'll never forget it. We were in Toys R Us, Jeannie and I, and we went shopping. It's the first year I had any money. I mean, prior to my network marketing, but and there, things happened, and I shifted. So it's the first time that I had some dispensable income to actually splurge on Christmas, which was awesome. And then we bought our first house, and then put in a pool. Then I put solar on the roof, and but I think most people need, why are they doing this? And it could be is owing their parents money, or man, I am so tired of renting. I don't know if I'd buy a house right now, but so tired of renting. I i i owe it to my family to build some equity, or I have nothing for college savings for my kids. Zero. That is my reason why I'm going out one a day, knocking on someone's door, staying in touch with them, and then doing it that way. So, but I think you have to have a reason. If you don't have any reason, you won't commit. You won't do it. So I would really figure out why are you looking? Why do you want to make $100,000? Why do you want to make $10,000 a month? Why do you want to be the top salesperson? Is it an ego thing? If it's an ego thing, it won't last. Um, but if you need to do X, usually to take care of someone else, it's usually the best motivator. Yeah. Anyway, I guess
That is so true. That
that's it. So
Yeah, that is extremely accurate when you use those examples. That if we don't have a end goal or a focus on why we're doing what we're doing, then nothing ever really gets done. We kind of go through the motions, and then it is just what it is. But like you did say, Eagle won't last you forever. So you do have to have a reason to do what you're doing. And I think that reason changes all the time. For example, um, and I'm just going to use an example that you gave, like, hey, I don't have any money for my kids' college fund. Once that gets supplied, you'll find another reason to keep going, or you won't. It's either a yes or a no, or it's on or it's off. But you always got to keep those moving forward. So that's a lot of great examples of what you shared with us today, and I appreciate that. So that is our podcast for today. It kind of went very fast for us on this end. I know it felt like we were only on for 2 or 3 minutes, but it's been 30 minutes. So um, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I can't wait until next week. Along with my co-host Jeff Packard, I'm Daniel Williams, aka Coach Daniel, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
see you guys.
Bye bye.